Welcome, Dr. Ravindra Dhar. You being an orthopedic surgeon, what do you suggest us while hitting shots in golf?
Thank you, Mr.
What
Kumar.
precautions we should take?
First, we'll have to discuss what are the injuries you get during a golf, like the golf-related injuries, and what contributes to that before we go on to how we save them and what precautions we take. In particular, golf is a very skillful game. So like you go to the course and go on hitting and that's all. No. You got to learn golf properly, give a lot of time to practice it, and then get to go and play it. So while playing the game, you have to take care of the swing part of which is very important. You don't have to put strain on the body. The swing has to be very slow, firm, full and complete after a thorough practice. Then there has not be undue strain on the knees, on the body, on the neck, on the back, which lead to the injury. And one would recommend before you hit the course, you have a warm-up period of not less than 15 minutes. First to release the muscles and then get them going. And before all of this, you have to learn the game to avoid any injuries. Now, while playing the game, we are prone to certain golfers are prone to certain injuries related to the golf.
Minor injuries.
Yeah, minor. Mostly musculoskeletal.
Muscular, yes.
Now, let's start them sequentially. The first would be a neck injury.
Yes, I'm feeling that today.
The neck injury will be on the lead side of the player, like if he plays on the left side, it will be on the left side, if he plays on the right side, it will be on the right side. That is doing undue strain on the neck while bending down for giving a swing or using a swing. Next would be a back injury. While you hit a swing, you have to keep your back bent at a particular angle with the knees bent as well. And while hitting the ball, sometimes you put on too much of strain on rotation. While rotating the ball, rotating the body, you get a sprain in the back, you get muscle injury in the back. Then down below, you have the injuries in the knees. Standing, you are straining too much of knees while bending, putting weight on one. While hitting the driver, you have to put more weight on one knee than the other. And while hitting the ball, you have to shift the weight. In that course, if you put undue strain on a particular knee, it's going to hurt you. Especially people with arthritis, people who have earlier injuries in the knees, they are more prone to all this. After that, you have ankle and foot injuries in such cases. Then you have the shoulder injuries, like the rotator cuff. Rotator cuff is the muscle group which envelops the shoulder. So while hitting the ball, it has the maximum amount of work while doing the swing. So you get injuries in the shoulder. After that, there are tendon injuries in the elbow, which you mainly say as tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. Tendon is the part of the muscle, the term end part of the muscle, which attaches on the bone mostly. Most of the muscles, they attach to the bone through tendons. So these tendons are prone to inflammation because of overuse or misuse. And that's what happens in elbow and the wrist while playing the golf. So you mostly get tennis elbow or golfer's elbow in the elbow. Now in the wrist also, while hitting the ball, undue movement, undue strain on the wrist can damage the wrist. So, apart from this, you have certain general problems with the game, like that is sunburns. Play too much in the sun, open sun without covering your body, you can get sunburns.
That also comes under orthopedics.
That's a general injuries you are exposed to in any game for the matter. And then you have dehydration.
Yes.
If you don't take care of your hydration status, you can tend to, because you are playing not less than 3 to 4 hours at a time. So these are mostly the major golf-related injuries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Next session on some other day we'll have regarding eyes. What benefit we get for our eyes while playing regularly in the green.